Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm Andri. I am a backend engineer at ICEHOUSE, and today I will share with you uh, about cybersecurity. So I have attended the cybersecurity training last month, and I want to share with all of you what I have learned from that training. Okay, the outline of my talk. First one, I will talk about the CIA concept. This is the principles or the goals that the cybersecurity must achieve. And then I will talk about information security domain, which is skills and knowledge that you should have in order to have a good security policy. And then the next one is about standards and compliance. And the last thing that I want to share with you is I'm gonna do a cyber attack simulation on this one. So let's start with the first one here. And if you can see this image, this is a live cyber attack map, which is you can see on the website on threatmapcheckpoint.com. So in this map, we can see that we have millions of cyber attacks every day. And Indonesia is one of included in the top targeted countries for cyber attacks. And if you can see the image on the right side, you can see the five malware types that used to attack computers in Indonesia. So you can see that we have banking trojans. So it's a malware that trying to steal your financial credentials, such as user logins or credit card information. And then we have botnet. So it's a malware that enables an attacker or a hacker to control your computer. And we also have crypto miners. So it's a malware usually in the browser that will hijack your CPU and use it for mining cryptocurrency. And we also have mobile malware and also ransomware. So why cybersecurity is important? There are four reasons for this. The first one is cybercrime is on the rise. So as you can see from the previous slide, there are millions of cyber attacks every day. So it could happen because compared to other types of crime, so doing cybercrime is cheaper, it's faster, and it's more profitable. So you just need a laptop and a fast internet connections and maybe some hacking skills, and you can do a cyber crime. So the second reason is the damage is significant. So cybercrime can cost businesses a lot of money, and apart from that, it can also damage their reputations. The third reason is cybersecurity will build the trust to your customers. So when people don't feel that their information is kept secure, they will lose trust in the product and the services provided by the business. And the last reasons why it is important is that more devices now are connected to the internet. So this basically means that more data should be protected, and by securing them, it will help to reduce the risk of cybercrime to organizations and to individuals. So the principles in cybersecurity consist of three principles, and famously known as the CIA triad. So it consists of confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So let's talk about confidentiality. confidentiality in summary means you have to keep the information secret. So it's a principle that is easy to understand because you can find it in the physical world. For example, you should keep your confidential information like your house certificates or your land certificates in a private container, in a locked container such as a safe box. So in the cyber world, people's information is kept confidential by using a method called encryption. So they're basically the same as using a key to lock and unlock your safe box. So the next principle is integrity. It means that maintaining information correctly and reliably. So the dictionary definitions of integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. But in the cyber world, integrity refers to the trustworthiness and reliability of data. So one way to achieve integrity in information systems, you can use hashing method. So it's a cryptography method, one of the cryptography methods, and one of an instance of this is like such as passwords and application verification. So when we develop an application, we usually not storing the password in a plain form. Usually we hash them first and then adding a salt maybe, and only after that we store it in the database. So for the application verification, one of the examples would be when we download Linux operating system, for example, an Ubuntu operating systems. Usually the Ubuntu website will provide a hash so that when we successfully downloaded the operating system images, we can compute the hash of the images and comparing the result of that hash with the one provided by the website. So if it's different, then we shouldn't trust the images because maybe some malicious user has injecting a malware inside of that operating systems. So the next principles is availability. It means that to ensure information is available when it is required. So this availability principles is closely related to the uptime and downtime of your systems. For example, if users want to buy something at the online stores like an e-commerce applications like Bukalapak, if their system is down, then user cannot buy what they want. So it will make Bukalapak lose their sales. So availability is one of the principles that must be protected. And if it's compromised, then you have security problems. So those three principles means that if you successfully protected them, it means that your information systems is secure. Okay, now I would like to talk about information security domains. Now, when you want to secure your systems, you need to have skills and knowledge in information security. And there are many body of knowledge out there, but one that I will share in this session is the one that I take from the ISC Square. So they have eight security domains, and I will going through all of them right now. The first one is security and risk management. So this domain covers many of the fundamental foundational concepts of information system security. So in this domain, it covers topics like security, governance, and compliance. So, for example, if a business is involved in processing credit card transaction, so it should comply with some standards like the PCI DSS. And another topic is risk management. And the second domain is asset security. Asset security is explains about the protections of assets throughout the life cycle, and it covers managing the data life cycle and provisioning of resources. The next one is security, architecture, and engineering. So these domains covers the development of information systems that should remain secure in the face of a cyber attack. So it covers topics like secure design principles, cryptography, and security models. Number 4 is communication and network security domain. So this domain covers the networks, architectures, communication technologies, and network protocols. And the goal of understanding this knowledge is knowing how to secure all of those, knowing how to secure the network architectures, securing network components, and securing communication channels. Number 5 is identity and access management. So this domain covers the interactions between users and systems, as well as between systems and other systems, or machine to machine. So when we have a users in our application, the user usually using login credentials to access the resource that is provided by our service. So this domain will discuss topics like identifications and authentications, and how to implement authentication systems. And the next domain is security assessment and testing. So this domain will examine ways to verify the security of our information systems. So that it includes activities such as assessment and testing strategies, and testing security controls. The next one is security operations. Security operations domain covers maintaining the security of daily business operations. So it involves things such as logging and monitoring systems, change and configuration management, incident management, and disaster recovery. And last but not least is the software development security. So this domain covers the applications of security principles to the development of software systems. So it includes knowledge such as software development lifecycle, security controls in software development, assessing software security, and secure coding guidelines and standards. Okay, the next things that I want to share, I want to discuss is about standards and compliance. So of course, when business do their operations in a country or in a specific industry, they will have a regulation and standards that that regulates or they specify the requirements that must be complied by the business. So the first one that I want to talk about is the PCI DSS. PCI DSS is one of the standards that apply to any businesses that processing credit card information. So PCI-DSS stands for the payment card industry. That's a security. And then the next one is HIPAA. HIPAA is the federal law that gives guidelines or directions for business who process medical records, and it's for the U.S. citizen. And the next one is GDPR. GDPR is regulations from European countries, so that businesses that located in Europe or who serve users in Europe must comply with the GDPR standard. And in Indonesia, we have government regulation number 71. It regulates the activities of electronic transaction systems. Specifically, it regulates that the data of user data, personal data, must be reside in the Indonesian region. And the next one is the OJK regulation number 38 and OJK circular number 21. Basically, for commercial banks that outsource their information technology system to vendors, so the vendors must comply with the OJK regulation. And the last one is the SNE 27001. So it is standards for government agencies or organizations that operate in public sectors. So it specifies the requirements for information security management systems. Okay, the next thing that I want to do is to simulate cyber attack simulation. So because it's illegal to access other people's computer without their permissions, so I will use one of the platforms that can help you to improve your hacking skills. So I will use Hack the Box platform. So I've already connected to Hack the Box server. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now I try to ping the server to see if I can connect to the Hack the Box server. And the IP address. Oh, it's a request timeout. Okay, we will do the next type of enumeration technique. So when you try to broken into a server, you have many stages, and the first phase of hacking into a server is called the enumeration or recognition stage. So one of the tools that we can use to do that is by using an application called Nmap. So I try to use Nmap to see if there is any open port or running services in the server. And copy it. Okay, while we wait the result, we can see that there is a website called attack.mitra.org, and it is a list of records of attacks that have been seen in the real world. So you can see here there's many techniques for doing a cyber attack. So the one that I did recently is called network service scanning. So what I'm trying to do is trying to get a list of services running on the remote host. So it's still on the process here. So on this website, we can see that there are a lot of list of software that we can use to scan the systems. Like for example, this Caterpillar website, and we can use this. We can use this tool aside from Nmap to scan the host. So let me show you. Okay. Let's try to see my connection. Okay, let's wait for a while. So let's try it again. Okay. Okay. I think I have problems with my connection. Check my connection. Let's try it again. Yeah, let's start it. So it seems that I have problems in my connection. So I think that's all from me.